Story 1. This post is about me as I am trying to cope and handle this situation. I am a wayward spouse. I lost my partner due to my own actions of PA. I hate it. I've been at IC 1-2 times per week since. Read all the books I can find. Read posts and really have turned my inside out. Theoretically, I know how I need to focus on myself and continue life according to the work I've been doing. And I do want that. The work has been working. But nothing makes sense without my betrayed spouse anymore. I see him in everything I do. Movies, books, food, music. We've been in contact on and off according to what BS allows. Now, he told me that he does want me in his life but does not see a way to get past of everything I've done. That maybe we should stop fighting and try to move on without each other. BS is suffering so very much. He stopped IC. Is depressed. And since we've been separated since D-Day last June, there is nothing I can do. I swore months ago to be the rock. That I will not turn my back or give up. And the work for the last 6 months has allowed me to become that rock. I do not want to stop fighting. But I feel that my own depression is here right now. It seems that all the tools I have and collected are not working for just me right now. For 2 days now panic attacks are back. IC is not useful and there is other emotional reasons due to a very ill family member and me living in a different country. So lots of stressors right now and I'm trying to hold myself together. I hate what I've done so very much and the shame is creeping back and I don't want that to happen. My BS suffering is a whole other thing and it feels suffocating to me that I inflicted the pain but can't take it away. I want to clarify, I don't see myself as a sufferer. I own what I've done. But right now I am trying to cope of having lost my family due to my own actions. And it feels impossible in this very second. Edit/answer to all the comments. Wow. I am overwhelmed by the responses and thank every single one of you that commented. While some resonated with me more so than others, which in itself is helpful in my work to determine what aligns with my own values and beliefs, they are all helpful in their own unique way. Today, I am better. The day when I posted was really bad. Prob. The worst in a lot of weeks. I learned a valuable lesson due to that really bad day. I did not stop my determination. Smile, and I can smile saying that. My determination to continue the work. I felt like APOS observed my depression. And what did I do? I posted on here. I talked and read about what I was observing. I allowed the feelings but according to my values. In a way, as I am writing right now, I do have a sad eye on this as well, as I wish I'd done this work before causing trauma to BS. Before becoming a WS. But that is something I just can't change anymore and have to accept. I will not forgive myself. But I hope to be able to accept. It's a must to move forward. So, over the next couple of days, and prob. weeks, due to work schedule, I will use all these comments as fuel for my work. I thank you all for your help in getting me through that hard day. Thank you all. As far as communication with BS, I will not reach out to him at this time unless he will reach out to me. At the same time, I'll stay steady doing my work and continue on the path I chose. Wholeheartedness. I know you've been working really hard since D-Day, and I just wanted to acknowledge that your efforts do matter. When BS says he thinks you should move on without each other, does he mean never speaking again, or that you should just stop trying to make the relationship work? I don't know. And my IC told me that I should not yet put too much weight on his message. That it is coming from a place of trauma and anger. At 2 a.m. he asked me to get a coffee with him the following day, and at 6 a.m. he messaged me and told me he's having a really bad night, and then said this about stopping to fight. I responded and made clear that I do not want to stop fighting. That the work works and that there is a way for R if he wants it. As he said he wants it but does not see a way. And how could he see a way? He's suffering so much from the trauma I caused. He stopped IC. Has nightmares. Real depression. Does not work or takes meds. He is really suffering. So, he did reply to my response but did not acknowledge or said anything about what I text. He texted back his pain. He asked the question of how. That he could understand a EA but does not understand a PA. That it's not a gray area. That nothing in a human can lead you to justify that monstrous behavior. And he's right with that. There is no excuses. And due to the work I know that. I own that I've done it. I know there were many different reasons that played together which create the how, and bottom line I was APOS weak. The way I handled my previous trauma was with the biggest cause. Not the trauma itself. And then AP. It had nothing to do with love, etc. He manipulated me and played my weakness to get what he wanted, and it worked. I own what I've done. Up until recently I did not even hate AP because I see it as my own fault. Now, I do hate AP because I now see the ways of manipulation so clearly. But I do hate who I was during that time. I don't hate me now. I've never been more self-aware in my life before. But the suffering of my BS and just overall situation are creating this cloud that seems to suffocate me right now. And theoretically I know I need to take care of myself, etc., but nothing seems to work. BC I see BS in everything I do. Then tell him how or why you did it. He needs to understand it had nothing to do with him. But it's your own insecurities and AP's persistence that caused this. At least it will help him heal and move on. Your old relationship is gone and you can start a new one once you get better, but if it's with or someone else, only he and you can decide. Everything you're doing is great. My only recommendation is leave the relationship component out and never bring it up until or unless he does in the foreseeable future. You will have to selflessly let go of you wanting him in your life a certain way and adhere only to what he needs to heal. These are two distinctly different intentions. The premise of this post refers to your struggle with what you've done, but any energies you're expending upon yourself is that much less you're providing him with. Your heart is on track, but you'll have to tighten up on your execution. This is what I'm using as a criteria for giving advice. Though I had to look back for your story. There are a few things that are important when considering if there can be reconciliation. There has to be 1. Remorse, 2. Lack of intent, 3. Degree of betrayal, and 4. A short duration. And without those factors playing in the favor of the cheater, recovery is less likely. 1. There seems to be remorse. It bothered you so much you broke down and confessed. 2. Mixed judgment here because you didn't go out of your way to look for the affair, but you were fully aware boundaries were being pushed and broken. You might not have intended to burn down the house, but you kept playing with the matches. 3. Mixed again because it wasn't out of intent so much as being coerced into it. You didn't look for it, but you didn't take steps to prevent it. 4. Looks like 3 to 4 months, so that is a no-go there. I don't know if you ever dealt or known someone that is born again. That usually comes after living the most destructive, selfish lifestyle you can imagine. Suddenly they find Jesus and reflect on the person they were and how much they do not want to be that person and dedicate their life to being the best person they can be. This actually doesn't apply to you because there was never any of the malevolence and selfish behavior. However, there is a very, very big hurdle, and that is communication. You did the trickle truth and you hid the affair. But if you put it out there that you made many mistakes in not preventing the affair, and even more in concealing the affair, you can start earning back the respect that will lead to trust being rebuilt. My read of the situation is you were talked into the affair to the point where it seemed normal. That is coercion, not conspiring. You had to be talked into and your barriers broken down to normalize him trying to sleep with you and succeeding. But end of the day you knew he was trying to do it. You allowed him to continue until he succeeded. On the 1 to 4 I have you only passed number 1, half points on number 2 and number 3, and failed number 4. Let him know the steps you are taking to deal with the flaws that allowed the affair to take root. If he believes the remorse and you prove it can't happen again, he may be able to move past it. It isn't my recommendation, but I'll offer the best advice I can, and hopefully you can prove me wrong and eventually fix things. You said that you have read everything and know everything theoretically. I know that. It's terrible to be there. You know, but you don't understand, and it doesn't help. It even makes it worse. In my mind, the real reconciliation is happening now. Before you were kept by hope to change and improve, probably already living in the future when everything fixes itself. However, this won't do much to the present. It's great you have been active and done everything at your disposal. But if you have read everything, you probably read that you can't force your partner to stay. You just have to accept the situation and try finding life in what it is. It will help you and your SO to move on. It will help to get back together if there's a chance. Leave it for your partner to decide. Don't force yourself back, there's just no point. It will be miserable to be together if you just push through. I would keep minimum contact and give lots of space to the SO. Try accepting life without him. Maybe hoping it helps. Just let it go. Worldwide comments of the day. There's no nobility in absorbing someone's offense. You saying that you want to stay shows her and us that you don't respect yourself. I guess I'm old school. Sorry. Open relationship is already open to cheating. I don't really have sympathy for it. Have a moral compass. Poor kids, they deserve better parents. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more interesting and relatable Reddit videos.